Actualized family, what is going on? Sai here. Welcome to phase 6. In this new phase of programming, we got a couple things that we're going to touch on right up front. One is going to be your programming looks a little bit different than what has been done traditionally. What we've done is we have tried to condense the programming so everything is going to fit on one page. It's going to increase the flow. It may seem a little bit confusing at first, but we've played with this on and off for the last several weeks. It allows us to improve our efficiency and putting everything on one page. It's easier to coach, it's easier for you to see everything. And then the way that the weeks are laid out, it makes it a little bit easier for us to do the progressions versus what we've been doing in the past. So give us some grace, give yourself some grace as you start to learn that new programming look. Second piece is going to be the programming, right, in and of itself. So what we're doing in this block is we're sticking with a little bit more of a volume base or our higher rep counts. But what you're gonna see is the reps are gonna stay pretty consistent across the board. So you're gonna do a first set with a higher rep count, and then each subsequent set, the rep count's gonna drop a little bit, and you're gonna do those same set rep protocols every single week. Now, if you're doing the same sets and reps every single week, that means something needs to be progressing. So if your sets and reps are not progressing, that means the weight in and of itself needs to be progressing. So make sure that you are being mindful, that you are pushing yourself, and that you're trying to add a little bit of weight to every single rep every single week. We are entering the first week of phase 6, which means that's going to be our deload week. So as your body gets accustomed to the new movements and we have time to coach, you should only be doing 2 sets in this first week, and it should be relatively lower intensity to let your body recover from that max stimulus that we just got at the end of week 6 within the phase 5 of the programming. And then, as I talk about always, the sleep, right? The rest, the nutrition, the recovery, the hydration, those things you cannot cheat. If you have goals to improve muscle mass, if you have goals to improve strength, and you are not doing the fundamental things to help augment whatever your goals are, you're wasting your time. So make sure that you are prioritizing something, whether that's going to be protein intake, which is typically our number one goal with nutrition, and then prioritizing sleep. Every one of you should be getting 7+ hours of sleep per night. I hear the excuse all the time, oh, I don't have enough time. Well, prioritize the time. Whatever is important to you, you will make time to do. So prioritize sleep, prioritize your hydration. We're trying to consume half of our body weight in ounces every single day. So if I weighed 180 pounds, I want to have 90 ounces of water every single day. And then that nutrition piece, which I just talked about, prioritize your protein intake, right? The other piece that I kind of forgot to mention on the programming front is for some of our vets that have been with us for a while, you're going to see reps in reserve come back, or RIR. So certain movements that we do, it's harder for us to gauge how many reps and sets people can do because everyone's skill and strength is a little bit different. So what we like to use is this principle called RIR, or reps in reserve, which is an auto-regulation principle, which allows us to program movements like a push-up. So if I say 3 RIR, for some people that could be 35 push-ups, which means I would fail at my 38th push-up. For other people, that means 5 push-ups and I would fail at my 8th push-up. It doesn't matter what the rep count is. What matters is the perceived effort or how close you're getting to failure. So what we're trying to do is create a progressive loading protocol to increase whatever adaptation that is within that program. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, welcome to phase 6. We're super excited to have you here. Remember that you have a deload week, and that we're trying to ramp up our weight every single week because the sets and the reps are going to stay the same, unless we're doing reps in reserve. See you at the gym.